see it. Morning, guys. I'm Kelly Walker Slaughter, host of Warren First 931, and we have a special in studio guest, Duke. Yes, for one day only at this point. I'm going to say it one time. The Wow Wake Up Morning Crew is back together.
Yeah, a reunion show.
Yes.
Juicy's.
How long did we do the show together?
Oh my gosh, 15 plus years, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say 14, 15 years.
Yeah.
He taught me everything I know. Behind the studio, in the studio, outside of the studio. I told Brian, I was like, you need to watch what he does.
Oh my gosh. You put a lot of pressure on me this morning. So.
No, see.
Whoa.
Whoop.
Yep, see.
Voodoo.
That's one thing in the 15 years, there was a lot of destruction.
That's why we were on both separate
right.
sides. We cannot be too close.
That's right.
Because two positives make a negative at this point.
Exactly. So,
but no, he's going to be doing the show with me today. I'm so excited about this. I was like, I knew it was raining this morning, and I'm like, please don't be that bad. Because I knew if it came a monsoon, that was probably a no.
Yeah, it's just tough to get out in the rain with the wheelchair and everything, and we'll talk more about that.
Yeah,
because everybody's like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Yeah,
and I've posted all that on my social media about what's going on and everything. But in case people are like, "Man, what Duke doesn't look the same?" Well, there's reasons. There's reasons behind all that, and we'll get into all that. But yeah, it's just tough because you're getting in the rain. Plus, I can't drive right now, so Tara has to really help. With all that and so it's like dragging her out in the rain and the monsoon and all that, but I promised to be here.
He did.
So I want to make sure that I fulfilled the promise, but yeah, it was Kelly knows I was supposed to come down to back to the Strip, and it was just too much, and I just couldn't do it.
That was a lot more rain.
Couldn't do it. So but here we are, and after trying to find a place to park this morning, driving around a little bit.
It is not handicap accessible, city of McMinnville.
You pull up to the curb, and you're still 6-8 inches away from the curb, and you're trying to get in your wheelchair, and all that. It's just it's a lot. And the thing of it is learning from all this is that you don't really know, so used to just being able to walk wherever, right?
Yeah.
And then when you get in a wheelchair and you can't walk anymore, then it's a
game changer.
It's a game changer, and it opens your eyes up to people who have a disability all the time. Mine's only temporary, but to be able to have something where you're in a wheelchair all the time, it really opens your eyes up to a lot of things.
Yeah.
And you become kind of. What's the word I'm looking for? You kind of become
aware.
You become aware
of what other people feel. Yeah,
you kind of have
sympathy.
A little bit of a sympathy of what people go through because now you're going through it.
You have how other people feel.
Yeah.
And you can tell that to people.
Exactly.
But we are going to take a quick break and do a word with our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to do our weather courtesy of Reddick Brown Ford. So remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Beersheba Highway, McMinnville, or give them a call at 474-1776. At Our Coffee, we pour love into every cup of coffee we serve. Welcome to Our Coffee Drive-Thru, located at 601 Beersheba Highway, McMinnville.
Don't know what to eat? Have you tried Cumberland Biscuit Company or Tops Frozen Yogurt and Metro Deli? Down on Main, you can enjoy pizzas and sandwiches, weekly combo specials, soups, salads, and finish it up with Tops Frozen Treats. On the weekends, check out Cumberland Biscuit Company's unique dishes like the Twisted Goat Burger or the Bambushka Burger. For lunch or dinner, get the experience of going out of town right here in McMinnville, down on Main. Follow Tops and Cumberland Biscuit Company on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When you need help with your medical needs, Who are you going to call? At Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you're not just a number, you're a part of our community. When you call Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, you'll get a live person to help answer your medical questions. In a hurry? Try our convenient drive-thru. Not able to get out? We offer free delivery within the city limits. Stacy specializes in Mr. Stewart's over-the-counter and prescription cough syrups. Need to transfer your prescriptions? It's no trouble to transfer to Stacy's, where people care and wellness matters. Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy is located at 485 North Chancery Street, or give them a call at 474-0600.
Apple, Amazon, Auto. Warren First 931 is your one stop for all things local and all the time. Daily
Auction Company. The Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
I don't know what's happening, but when Duke's here, all hell breaks loose. Currently in downtown McMinnville, it is 70 degrees. Now, it is going to be drizzling. Light rain is going to be expected to start again back in the next 29 minutes, it's saying. But the high today is 82, and the low tonight is 68. It is going to say, as far as the chances of weather, 85% chance of thunderstorms and showers today. And that's just how it is. So if there's any outdoor activity going on, just be cautious to the wind. And, and also, too, make sure you download a weather app of some sort, whether you're doing some outdoor activity. With rain, it does change the levels in the waters, in our creeks, in the ponds, in the rivers. So be careful, be cautious for all you kayakers out there. But again, thanks to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsors. Now, today is a big day. A lot of businesses are closed because it is Juneteenth.
Yes.
And Juneteenth is a very special day for a lot of folks. And if you don't know what it is, it's celebrated annually, specifically on June 19th.
Yep.
And it commemorates the efforts of the end of slavery in the United States. It especially marks the day back in 1865 when Union soldiers arrived in Galveston, Texas, and enforced the
Emancipation.
Thank you. Proclamation freeing the remaining enslaved people there. And here is why some of this is significance. You want to say them?
Oh, I'm not really reading that along, but where we at?
We're right there.
Okay, Emancipation Proclamation issued by President Abraham Lincoln on January 1st, 1863, declared that enslaved people in the Confederate States were to be freed. However, its enforcement was not immediate or uniform in Texas, the most remote Confederate state. Back then we didn't have email, we didn't have cell phones and all that fun stuff to get.
You had the pigeons, right?
Yeah,
the pigeons.
You had the carrion pigeons, and it took a while if they ever got there. So the enforcement was delayed until June 19th, 1865, when Union troops, including the U.S. Major General Gordon Granger,
that's
arrived,
a great name.
Yeah, and formally delivered the news of freedom.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So, of course, this event, it is known as Juneteenth. It symbolized not just the freedom, but the delayed justice, the resilience, and the perseverance of human spirit.
Yes.
And it really does. And a lot of businesses are closed today. And Juneteenth is a government holiday. So a lot of government offices and banks will be closed today. I also have been confirmed this morning. I found out that the Senior Center is also going to be closed today in observance of Juneteenth. So just a little, holiday knowledge.
I think a couple of years ago, President Biden officially made that into law that this would be a national holiday.
That's correct. Because it's one of the brand new ones.
Yeah. It's only a few years old. Even though Juneteenth has been kind of recognized for a very long time, but then he kind of made it like Martin Luther King Day and President's Day and those type of things to where it'd be a national holiday where banks and government offices were closed to celebrate that.
Exactly. And they did celebrate because since it was on a Thursday this year, it's kind of hard celebrating a Juneteenth event on the day itself. So last Saturday was the official celebrations that they held at the Bernard Gym here in Warren County. And you're going to see all details on that story coming up in the newspaper on Monday of next week, because we want to give them some love and some shout out. We didn't get to go to every event over the weekend, so we're going to get with one of the guys that were out there to get that information. But again, a shout out to everybody that celebrates this day on Juneteenth, and for all those folks that fought for the rights for this, because again, it always takes that one person to start the change.
Sure.
Or the change, I should probably say. Going on with that, talking about some awesome spirit going on. The school spirit is going strong. If you haven't seen any of the posts that we've made on our social media, I saw this morning with the Boyd Christian School as they wrapped up their camp that was held at Spencer. They were playing teams from Monterey, Watertown, Grundy, and Sparta, and they said they've seen a lot of growth of learning. I love seeing all our athletics department continuing to grow. And they're not just, I know that summer is a time to take a break, but it also is a time, what?
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, you were talking about summer vacations, school being out. But for athletes from middle school, elementary and middle school on up to especially high school is, you're talking about off-season camps for basketball, football camp probably be starting up pretty soon the next few weeks. When I was in high school, I remember usually the end June, right after 4th of July, we usually had football camp when I was in high school. But it seems like it never ends for the athletes, which is fine. That's when you do it, and so you got to plan around that accordingly. But it's always fun to watch camps getting started, and especially kids who are trying to get better.
100%
as well.
Agreed.
So it's good stuff.
And then was just posted. Brian, what is this from Murray State?
This is where they held the camp.
Oh, thank you so much. So as you can see, what we're talking about with the camp, the Lady Buccaneer or Broncos at Murray, Kentucky. So again, this is great, going outside, the Tennessee realm, to get educated from other places. I absolutely love it. And Jan Johnson, we got to give a shout out to you. It says, good morning. That duo looks familiar, looking good. Junior from Jay's Restaurant said, we may be different colors on the outside, but we are all the same on the inside. Love one another. And that's true at the end of the day when it comes to celebrating events like Juneteenth. And then Jan Johnson says, Junior, I know you are all orange on the outside, but you got the blue on the inside. Go Gators. Here we go.
Jan Johnson's probably the only Gators fan I know that I truly respect. So,
Now, Paige Northcutt is another one.
Oh, I didn't know
you didn't know she was a Gator fan.
Well, that changed my mind about her.
She swam for Florida, didn't she?
She did. She
swam
really?
For Florida.
Sure did.
Olympic champion.
Bronze medalist.
Yes.
And she is one of the many talented athletic individuals in our community that train our kids. And I feel like the McMinnville swim team does not get a lot of recognition. I have been part of the swim team since Walker was 2 years old.
Yep.
And he did swim lessons with Paige Northcutt at 2. And then he's been on the swim team ever since at the age of 3, and he's 10 now. And she has trained kids from birth to high school, and she's helped kids get scholarships. She's helped pave the way for a lot of our swimmers. And she also gives credit to Mr. Gilly, which, of course, that is what the Gilly Pool is named after. And one of the big things that we are doing today with the MST swim team is we do have a swim meet today at Swanee, and I will be going there at 2:30 today. So, but we have a swim meet today. If anybody would love to see what the swim team's all about, or to see how we can get the swim team more involved in the school presence,
right,
I think would be phenomenal. We have been chiming for years, and Duke can chime in on this too because he was a part of it. And I know I'm beating a dead horse when I say this, but an indoor pool, an indoor facility that has a pool would be so beneficial, not just for kids, but for all ages. The physical therapy that goes into it.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just so many benefits from it. And I don't know why we don't have one yet.
Yeah.
Other counties have them.
Yeah. And I know it's been a hot button topic, and a little bit of controversy around that. Personally, and again, to put the disclaimer, these are my opinions, and they don't reflect necessarily those of Ward First. So
they can. I will take.
Don't send Kelly some hate mail when it's all said and done.
Yeah. Can't believe you said that.
Yeah, I can't believe you said that. But we're talking about Paige Northcutt, who's been a big part of this community. She's an Olympic champion, and I just think you got somebody like that in your community. You kind of maybe try to do what you can for them.
Yeah.
Keep them around.
Keep them in the community.
Yeah. So, but that's all I'll say about that.
But no, again, if you think you need an indoor pool, I always tell this to people: talk to your local officials, your city aldermen, your county commissioners, your county executive, any of your local elected officials. That is what they're here for, to listen to you on things that we need. We're talking about over here making the lot, because that's what it's been called for so many years over here in the Paul Holder Green area. Yeah. And they're also now thinking of making plans on turning that into something and expanding the property, which I think, again, is amazing in its own right. I love seeing Warren County grow. Yeah. But there's other things that need also attention. And I will say this, and I'll walk away from it because I have been on everybody's hit list, I think, for the past couple of weeks and stuff. But there have been so many talks and so many surveys that the city and county has put out, and the indoor pool is one of them. Yeah. And for the past 3 or 4 years, it has been at the top, and yet we still haven't seen it come to fruition.
Yeah.
And so I think that's what the community is ready for.
Yeah.
It's very scary to take littles to the pool we have here because the open concept is going straight to the deep end. And, Megan, one thing that they did bring in the last survey was I think it was called a splash zone.
Yeah.
Where it's it's not a pool, but it's a rubber made area, and it's going to have like playground things on it where water's coming at you.
Yeah.
Where it's a lot more safer.
Yeah, I need that.
Oh, everybody needs a splash zone. And the concept for that, I think, was supposed to be between the Gilly Pool and the Milner Recreation Center.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Where they were going to put that. But again, there was talks about that too. I always say, talk to your elected officials.
Yeah, that's the best thing. Is that's if it's one thing to say, we need this, we need that, we need the other thing. And it's another thing to just, find out who your county or who your city person is, and then go from there and, really beat the door on, hey, this is what we really need. And if a lot of people do that, then that can influence a city government official to go, hey, we probably need to really look at this.
And then lastly, it's I think that we especially need a separate space for littles like the Manchester rec has. We also need a splash pad. That's what it was called, a splash pad. Yeah. Sorry. We're going to take a quick break from a word from our sponsors, and when we get back, we can dive right back into this, guys. If you want to, just let us know, or we'll just move on to the next big thing. But remember, Warren County, Keep it first.
My dad had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Warren First 931 is your one stop for all things local and all the time. Daily podcast you can listen, watch, comment, and help share through Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you join our text club at 81010 at Warren First 931. You will receive upcoming events, weather alerts, school closures, county and city updates. Make sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, The Local Voice. It has everything that I talk about on the show, as well as the events we attend throughout the week. Your stories, your opinions, and your events. This is Warren First 931.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
All right. Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm Duke Rice, guest hosting today.
Yes, he is. And currently in downtown McMinnville, we are at 70 degrees. Thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsor. Remember, today's high is 82, and tonight's low is going to be 68. We do have a chance of some thunderstorms and really bad showers going on tonight. We have an 85% chance. So, again, if you're traveling, if you're going out on the water, please be cautious. We did hear reports of people of potential. No one drowned, no one died, but I did hear some potential reports of drownings that did happen in the Warren County community area because people thought they could swim in these high. You just can't. Yeah. Mother Nature will always win.
Yes.
And if you don't know how to swim, please don't jump in the water. And if you do, wear a life jacket. Please, right. Dear God. Yeah. But we're going to use this time real quickly to say thanks to everybody watching the show right now. Thanks to Jan Johnson. Shout out to him. Shout out to Danielle Junta. Shout out to our coffee, Tina. I want to give a little shout out. If you have not tried the K Slaughter Killer Pink drink, definitely do so. It's got It's got, and I'm going to forget what it's in it now. It's got cherry twist Alania in it. It has a kick of energy, some vitamins, and then I think it is, I don't know if it's milk or cream or something, but she tops it with that and shakes it all together. And you get a killer slaughter shake.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Look at you. I leave, and then you take off with this Warren First 931, and you got your own drink now. Down in Alabama, I couldn't even get a name an ice cream after me.
You tried.
I tried to give a name an ice cream flavor.
Oh, and the peanuts, because you're so nuts. That would be an easy go with the peanuts.
Yes, but just didn't work out. So
it didn't. But with that said, of course, you're talking about Alabama. And, if anybody's not following Duke on social media, please do so, because he updates everybody on his journey, and so talk about what is going on, because everybody's asked, what's going on with Duke. He's lost some weight. He's in the chair. I call it the chair.
The chair, yeah. The chair.
It's in the chair.
So, just to give kind of the short version of this, because I don't want to go all the way back to when we thought it was just my knee was bothering me,
right.
But then some other things happened. Anyway, I got diagnosed with what's called diabetic amyopathy, and I don't know if I'm saying that right, because when my neurologist says it, it sounds like it's throwing up. But it's like diabetic. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And so anyway, it's where when you get diabetes, and I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetic from all those great Reese cups that I had.
Oh, yeah.
For many, many years.
God, love the Reese.
Oh, love the Reese cup. And my downfall. And so it attacks the nerves in your lower back and your legs and your feet and everything, and just kind of destroys that stuff to the point to where, one day I couldn't stand up, couldn't walk anymore.
Right.
And we just got to wait for these to regenerate. And also with the diabetes, I lost a ton of weight. Everybody's like, oh, man, what have you done? Are you on the shot? Are you on the shot? Well, I had a shot of whatever it is that diabetes gives you that caused you to lose weight. I don't know. It was just, that was one of my doctors in Alabama who diagnosed me as diabetic because he's like, do you have unexplained weight loss? I'm like, yeah. Even though I would park across this parking lot to walk, and we had stairs in our house, and we had these other things. We had a little bit of stairs in the place that I worked, and I tried to be active, walking back and forth throughout the building, and I thought that's why I was losing weight, was doing some
being active.
Yeah, being active. Wasn't. It was from my diabetes, and so I went from like 330 pounds to like 185, like 185 now. So that's why I look so
thin.
So thin, and people are just like, are you okay? Are you sick? Or, what do you have? And so it's diabetic amyopathy. It's put me in a wheelchair. Now the neurologist, and doctor's got to give you the worst case scenario anyway. And so he's like, I don't think you'll ever walk again, because it also attacks your muscles and all those things as well. And so that's why I wear pants when I'm out a lot of places, because my legs look horrible.
Got to work them out.
Yeah. Even though back in the day when we were doing CrossFit and stuff, my legs were solid.
They were.
And now they're just not very good at all. I hate looking at them. And it really bothers me seeing that.
Yeah.
So anyway, with all that said, physical therapy,
still doing it.
I'm trying to do some exercise from home and whatnot, and keeping my legs somewhat active. That's what you can do.
Yeah. And so the end game with all this, going through the therapy and stuff, there is a potential chance you may be able to walk again.
Well, I've got to. Well, yeah. The nerves. The thing about it is you got to wait for the nerves to regenerate, right?
And you have to be patient.
Yeah, that's what takes so long. Is that down in my lower calves and my feet, I can feel pressure, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Like if I stand up with assistance, I can't straighten out my legs because I can't feel it.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason I can't walk right now, is because I probably could walk in some kind of form, but I wouldn't be able to feel it. I wouldn't be able to go a very long distance. It'd be a few steps and I'd be worn out at that point. So, but anyway, we just keep pushing on.
Being positive.
And everybody, and also to give everybody update is I no longer work in Cookeville. I was let go due to budget problems.
Things like that happen.
Things like that happen.
Even though he's not telling you the truth, he was too mad and he was such a diva.
Well, you could ask a few people about that that I worked with, and so,
so demanding,
and really giving it to Freaky Dave and everybody up there. But anyway, I love that bunch up there, and I hated that, and when the general manager was letting me go, I kept on telling him, it's like, dude, it's okay. It's okay. He's like, stop telling me that. I need to be telling you that because I've sat on that side of it before. And I know how tough it is to let good people go. Yeah. And so.
But this doesn't end your journey.
No.
You're still doing some side work.
Well, I'm trying to get some stuff kicked around. A buddy of mine from Nashville called yesterday. We were talking about how, because he got let go of his job too.
Yeah.
And so we're talking about the summer of Duke and the summer of Marty and the summer of Stu and and all this other stuff. The Seinfeld Summer of George.
You should do a podcast called The Lost Boys.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's the thing. So it's just funny because we all got the same equipment, trying to figure out what our next steps are of doing something to where because like I said, I can't drive, I can't set up a tent, I can't.
Right.
Tara would have to take me to appearances and those type of things.
She's amazing, by the way.
She is amazing. She's great.
Blessing.
We should have a national holiday called Tara Day.
Yes.
And celebrating all the fantastic stuff that she has to go through dealing with me and some other issues as well.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, with all that said, I am available for.
Go ahead. Go do it. He's available.
I'm available for Voice Works, and I know how to twerk in a wheelchair. If anybody wants to,
I love it.
That. So
you learned some new dance. You can chair dance.
I can chair dance. That's
okay.
So I can moonwalk in a wheelchair.
Spin in the
middle. That's right. We'll make it rain. Just, have a good time. Anyway, that's kind of the update on me. But a lot of people reach out. A lot of people praying for me, and I appreciate that as well. And the positivity of folks just reinforcing, that
you're not alone.
Yeah, I'm not alone in all this, and so I greatly appreciate that as well.
So what we can continue to do, like we've been saying on the show, is to continue to pray for people like Duke, and because he's not the only one right now having health concerns and challenges. We've had tons of people on our prayer list that are going through surgeries. I have a unspoken one other friend that is waiting to hear back about if he has cancer or not. There is just so many things going on in our community, around our community. Also, the devastation and the riots that are going on in our nation. There's just so much going on that we have got to remember that, we got to continue praying for these folks, praying for our community, praying for our state, praying for our nation. It's a whole thing.
And I would just say this, is that, praying for those who are sick and dealing with illness, that's great, and you should do that.
Yeah.
Pray for the caregivers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Because they go through a lot, and they need to be lifted up as well.
Oh, 100%, probably double time.
Oh, yeah.
Because of all the change. But we're going to
you need a smoke break.
I do. I feel like there's something in my throat. I'm fixing to get my lemon berry juice where we switched it up with watermelon the other day. It was so good. So good. But you probably can't have that drink either because of all the natural sugars it has.
Sugar.
But we are going to take another quick break from a word from our sponsors. And when we come back, we're going to talk about all the upcoming events and more that is going on, and a little bit about what's going on in the news, and talk too about a little meeting that I went to yesterday, and I made a little appearance about as well. But remember, Warren County, keep it first.
53 years, and we are fully committed to the people and the communities that place their trust in us. McMinnville in Warren County is just one of the 9 counties that we serve. With 4 convenient branch locations, along with 7 ATM and ITM locations, you can be assured that Citizens Tri-County Bank is close by. Committed to you and committed to the communities we serve. It truly is what makes Citizens Tri-County Bank the only community bank you will ever need. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
February is the month of delicious deals at Sonic Drive-In in McMinnville. Get ready to treat yourselves. Starting February the 24th, cool down with their delicious, refreshing strawberry mangonada slush. Perfect for those sunny days. Start your day right with our special drink offer until 10 a.m. Make Sonic your rise and shine morning destination. So many flavors to choose from. And remember, we've got the best sun drop in town. Dive into these amazing deals this February at Sonic Drive-In.
This is David Moore with Supreme Building Products. We've been your one-stop shopping center for lumber and building supplies since 1963. We're a family-owned business and operated and proudly served Warren counties for over 50 years. At Supreme, it's not just about great prices, but it's about exceptional service. Our customers are what's always supreme. From lumber to roofing to plumbing and paint, we have everything you need to build your dream home from the ground up. Whether you're a contractor or homeowner or a weekend warrior, our knowledgeable staff is ready to assist you at our state-of-the-art drive-through lumberyard. Visit us, please, at the corner of Highway 70 and North Spring Street. There's something for everyone at Supreme Building Products, where quality and customers come first, and the coffee's always free. And always be sure to shop local. Call us, please, at 473-9564.
Spring is here, and so are your yard care needs. Visit McMinnville Lawn and Garden at 129 Keel Drive, where we've been serving our community since 1995. With a rock-solid reputation for excellent service, our dedicated team is here to help you find the best lawnmowers, leaf blowers, chainsaws, weed eaters, and more. We proudly carry top brands like Echo, Stihl, Shindala, Gravely, Cub Cadet, and Skag. Take advantage of our early spring service, free pickup, and a discount on service. Plus, from chainsaws to gardening tools, we've got you covered for storm season. Trust the experts at McMinnville Lawn and Garden, where quality and customer satisfaction come first. Call us today at 815-5296.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company. The Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
Welcome back to Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm guest hosting all the way from Sparta, Tennessee, Duke Rice.
Your nation. And we would love to say a special backseat guest, Paige Chastain. The threesome's back together. I love it. I love it. But real quickly, I do want to do a live read to one of our amazing sponsors, Walker's Minor Roadside Assistance. They are amazing. Tim does a great job. Just give them a call at 423-615-1937, an easy number to remember. They help out with if you got any car issues, whether that's you're out of gas, flat tire, any of that stuff. And if you use the code word Kelly, Kelly, you get $5 off.
Whoa.
I know.
Look at you. Oh, my gosh. After the show, I need your autograph.
Right? Right. You better. I don't know how much it's going to be worth.
Well, I mean, you got your own drink. You got your special code word. I mean,
yes.
You're killing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Proud of you.
But I know.
You grew up.
You grew up so fast. But I forgot to pull to this page because I know I want to make sure to get this out there. coming up on these upcoming events, if you want to stay community connected, make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram and all those 10 other social media outlets. But we have a page called Community Connections that is in our newspaper that you can get at all the locations right now. Now, if there is a shortage of newspapers at your said location, please let them know so they can call me. I do buy a little bit extra so I can go replenish. And so I know I have to go by Jay's Restaurant after today to go do that. But one big event that is going on today, it's a ribbon cutting with the EAA organization. And again, I can't remember, I apologize, but a gentleman donated the building that's across from it.
Oh, wow.
So where the airport is, right across, there is I think it used to be a nurseryman's building and stuff where they did rooted plants. And well, that building's been vacant for quite some time. So they are going to start using that building, that facility, to help out with like the Young Eagles and their programs to set up classrooms and such, which I think is amazing. But the ribbon cutting is today, and I believe at 11:30. So make sure you go out that on your lunch break. But a double whammy, the EAA is hosting an Aviation Appreciation Day this Saturday. They do this annual breakfast every so often to raise help funds for the program. But this one is a special one because if you get your child registered with the Young Eagles program, weather permitting, I have to say that because right now the weather is saying it's supposed to be sunny skies. They're going to get to go and fly on an airplane that day.
Ooh, nice.
Which I think is really neat. And not every kid is athletic or academic, doing the quiz bowls and things like that. But maybe they can get in this EAA program with the Young Eagles because they're into aviation. These aviation programs, I found out when I was interviewing Jim Dyer, these kids can make anything from $50,000 to $80,000 a year. And you have these kids that, right? Well, they do have programs like if you want to make $50,000 to $80,000 at the Montlow schools with the mechatronics program. But I love it because Jim Dyer was telling me in the interview that at the Warren County High School, they're going to start implementing an aviation class, which I think is amazing. The high school's doing all these endless opportunities for these kids. So make sure you go by there today and support the EA chapter 1700 here in McMinnville. But again, Saturday starts at 7:30 in the morning till 10 a.m. with the breakfast, followed by the Young Eagles is going to be from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can go online to sign up your Young Eagle. And then they're also doing cars and bike show, like I guess it would be called a cruise-in. There's not going to be any awards given. It's just show off your vehicle. So anything with wheels, bring them out that day. And that is going to be it's an all-day thing with the cars and the bikes till 5 p.m. So calling all pilots, all EAA members, or not, aviation, cars, motorcycle buffs, the public, you are all welcome to this big event going on this Saturday. And it's going to be all at the Warren County Memorial Airport.
And I like the fact that in your paper here, you've got a QR code.
Yes.
To where if you can't make it, but you want to make a donation, you can do that.
I'll show you right there. See, you can scan this pretty QR code to do so. A couple of other events that are coming up this week. Of course, fingers crossed, this is the third attempt for Main Street Live. I don't know. I haven't got in touch with Jennifer yet about are we making up those 2 dates. I know in years past we've made up bands, but it depended on the band's schedule at that point. Available. And so, again, this Friday on June 20th is the Legacy concert, which is a classic rock band. And, again, everything starts like it always has at 6 o'clock with the vendors opening up, and then 7 o'clock starts the showing. Now, as of right now, it's saying that Friday is sunny skies, high of 8. Yes, right, Mary? High of 86 and low of 65. So all you got to do is bring your lawn chair, bring your quilt, come out and enjoy some fun. And I also will say during the concert, they always go around with a white bucket, make a donation, because a lot of the stuff that goes to these donations with Main Street McMinnville goes to a great cause. They're another one of the amazing nonprofits here in the Warren County community. Another event that is going on today from 9 a.m. to 12, I want to give a shout out to my friends down the street at the Vanilla Bean. They're doing a one-on-one Canva workshop, and that's from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. at the Vanilla Bean. If you don't know what Canva or Canvu or however you want to say it, this is a great opportunity. I use Canva a lot for a lot of the stuff I do. It can help you with a lot of things, and this is one of the many programs out there. If you are in any type of business, whether you're doing your own entrepreneurship like Duke's doing on the side, to what I'm doing, to what Main Street McMinnville, everything, it's workable with the Canva program. And don't forget our friends with McMinnville Special Games, as they're still continuing the food drive. You can drop off cans at tons of locations. You can check that out. Also on the 21st, there is at the First United Methodist Church, they are doing a car wash giveaway or donations to help raise money for the homeless here.
Oh, wow.
In our community. There's so much, dude.
Oh, yeah.
You've left, but there's so much more that has happened.
It's good to be busy.
It is good to be busy. And then also happening this weekend on the 21st, the Isha Foundation on the Mountain is doing a free yoga. So for all you yogis out there, this is their, since it's Aviation Appreciation Day, I'm going to call it Yoga Appreciation Day. So it's free yoga on that day as well. And on Friday, I have to give it up to the Chamber of Commerce. This is their second annual. It's called Raising the Woof at the Chamber. Last year, it was a big success with donations. And I think some people did actually go out and donate some dogs that day.
Aww.
And sign up for volunteering as well. But as you can see, it's an all-day event from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Friday at the Chamber of Commerce, located at 110 South Court Square. And thanks to the amazing sponsors like Pure Wealth, CK and Dan and all them do a phenomenal job supporting the animals here in this community, as well as First National Bank. They always show up. That's their slogan about showing up. But you can see all the opportunities on the flyer right here. And I'll tell you this, if you can't make it, call the Chamber of Commerce and ask them, hey, we would like to make a donation. Where can we go? Because if you are not paying attention to these subcommittees that we've been going to, like the health and welfare, which is a part of animal control and the animal services here in town, they break it down on how many animals are in shelter, how much it costs to feed these animals in shelter, and the unfortunate event, of when they pass a certain time mark of over 600 days, what can we do with them? Right. Because some dogs, unfortunately, do turn. It's an emotional and a mental thing where they're just become unadoptable. Yeah. And that's so sad. And y'all can correct me on this because I don't have my notes right in front of me, but they do have a program where they check out all the dogs and stuff, but there is the facility can only hold so many dogs. And I want to say, I can't remember how many exactly, but they're at a point at capacity right now where they're double booking each kennel. There's 2 or 3 dogs in each kennel. And, you got to think about all that barking, all that noise. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to these places and see them for yourself. Go see Keith and them at the, animal control. Yeah. Go see go to the animal shelter. Ask Terry Bell to be like, hey, can we go check this place out? Yes, they are building another facility to better house these animals, but still, it's only to house X amount of dogs.
Yeah.
So how can we control that? And I'm going to go back and say, talk to your elected officials again on this. Talk to them about spaying and neutering.
Yes.
How can we make that a law, a rule? How can we control it? The only way to control animal breeding is spay and neutering.
I remember one time being at an event like this to where they had a chart.
Yeah.
Of where, if you don't spay or neuter your animal, one dog can create this many dogs, and then this cat can create this many cats.
Yeah.
And it just goes on and on and on. It kind of shows you how without spaying and neutering, the pet population can get out of control. You just got, wild cats running around and dogs and whatnot. So, spay and neutering is the thing
It is.
To do the best you can. And I don't know if they still do this or not, but there used to be a time to where, you could get some help with that, with the fees and stuff like that. So,
which I do think some people still do that. And I do know that, like right now, they're doing a special thing from now till I think the middle of July. I can't tell you the date, like July 10th or 11th or something, where the adoption fees are waived.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And, and so, again, you got to take opportunities like this to get them taken care of.
Exactly. So that's big thing, spay and neutering. And again, this is going to be a great event, and get out there and, like I said before, these animals need love.
They do.
And they need a good family, a good home. And listen, animals are a big responsibility. You can't just go, well, we'll get us a dog, and then after 2 weeks, I'm tired of the dog. You got to be patient, and you got to think those things through, because again, as well as I do, folks take their animal out and drop them off in the middle of nowhere, and then all of a sudden they show up on somebody's porch, and so
it's like Brian said last time, people dropping off dogs in Deverell, and I mean I know there's drops off in Viola that people complain about.
Yeah.
Just like a few months ago, right after school was let out, a white vehicle that I was behind, I saw stopped, and I had to slow down, and they threw a dog out of the car.
Oh.
And then then they saw me because I had my phone. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of those people. I was videoing it because I wanted to get the license plate.
Yeah.
Because I think people need to start being those type of people need to be held accountable. I understand that situations happen where a loved one may have a health challenge where they can't watch the dog, and you're at capacity. Things like that are understandable. But I know that if you can't instead of bashing our animal shelters on can't house an animal, there's other surrounding counties that you can call and reach out to. Don't put it on the county to take care of this responsibility.
Right. Yeah.
Do it yourself. If you can't watch a dog anymore or a cat, call around.
Yeah.
Call around.
We had an issue where we had animals when we lived in White County law.
Yeah.
And McKenna was a little bitty, and we got this pup. And again, it was one of those things to where we just got it from somebody. It wasn't like we spent a ton of money on this animal. It's like, have these free dogs to give away.
Yeah.
So we got one, and he was a little bit on the energetic kind of
extra.
Yeah, and
extroverted.
So he would jump on McKenna and scratch her up. And again, she's 4 years old, and so we're like, okay, we can't. This animal, we can't really keep him because he's hurting our daughter. And so we found somebody who had a farm.
Yeah.
And he turned out to be a good farm dog.
Yeah.
Because he had a little bit of that border collie mix in him, and he was a good dog. Don't get me wrong, he was a sweet dog.
Yeah.
But we couldn't keep him because we're like our daughter's getting hurt.
Yeah.
Being with this animal. So, but we then, as opposed to just dropping him off somewhere, we called around and we found him a new home, and it was fantastic.
It made it work.
Yeah.
And you remember when Walker was born, and we just got that new dog, Maggie, and I found a retired couple with farmland.
Yeah.
Because she was a lab. She needed to run.
She needed to run.
So if you take the responsibility of taking an animal on, take the responsibility of finding the rehoming.
Yes.
Don't just dump and go.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thing. Stop dumping.
Yeah.
But go to this event. See if you can be a help volunteer. At one point, I did. Right now I had to put a pause in it. But Holly Cox and Keith are always looking for volunteers to pick up dogs and take them to their appointments, to go walk them, just to take them out for a couple of hours, I think that's very important to the dog's sanity. And to keep, all that. And I also want to say thank you, Miss Retha. I saw that the Legacy All-Star Cheerleaders are also having a car wash on Saturday the 21st at Advanced Auto Parts from 8 a.m. till 2 p.m. and donations only. So make sure you support. There's so many things going on between now and this weekend. And we are going to take one more quick break from a word from our sponsors.
Before you do, I just want to let everybody know, hey, listen, if you're not subscribing to this, look at this. This is fantastic. Are you kidding me?
I know, right?
I mean, good night, Kelly. This is.
Did you ever think that would happen?
No. I mean, come on. So
I already don't have enough hands on myself.
If you're not subscribed to this,
the local voice,
the local voice, and you like getting your local information,
get
that's
it.
the way to go. Do it.
Real quickly, we're gonna say shout out to TNZ Rental and Removal. Check out Zach and Tyler, as they are phenomenal at commercial and residential properties on the junk removal. You can give them a call at, and I'm going to get it right quick as I'm like, give them a call at 931-743-9079 or 224-8593. Your mess is their mission. I absolutely love it. They do junk removal, trailer rentals, on the property cleanups, like I said earlier, commercial and residential. They are a part of just the whole, not just Warren County, but Middle Tennessee. And they are celebrating 3 years anniversary of being in business. Make sure you call Zach or Tyler and tell them that you heard it here at Warren First 931. And we're going to go back here in just a few, and then we're going to end the show talking about how you can stay connected with us and more. And remember, Warren County, keep it first.
Planning an auction? Count on the Get It Done Auction Company. The Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company. In business since 1991, they specialize in residential and commercial real estate with emphasis on farms and land. They can help you with estate settlements, business liquidations, and farm dispersals, including land, livestock, and equipment. Donald Hillis Realty and Auction Company, representing more and more families in estate auctions each and every day. Call 473-7774 or visit DonaldHillisRealty.com. Firm 2273.
Dad had a vision in 1964 to start Ganton Bolden. Now it's Gateway Tire and Service Center. He wanted our customers to have the best products and service at a fair price. That was his motto then, and that still stands today. We promise to be upfront and honest with each and every customer. We'll never try to sell something that our customers doesn't need just to make a buck. If that's what makes us different from our competitors, well, we're just fine with that. Come see us today or give us a call at 931-815-9000.
Come join us at 110 East Main Street for a farm-to-table experience all year long. We offer gluten-free, dairy-free, guilt-free goodness that will leave you feeling energized and satisfied with every bite. Our small batch from-scratch menu bursts with juice, shots, smoothies, soups, wraps, and sandwiches, and more prepared daily to give you all the nutrients your body craves. We never add powder, sugars, or anything you can't pronounce, so don't miss out on this delicious, healthy opportunity. Swing by and indulge in some wholesome goodness today at 110 East Main Street, McMinnville, Tennessee.
Community Network Productions takes you inside each community with local interest stories, local music artists, and information.
With each show, the focus is the people and our beautiful community. With our creative team, we customize unique show ideas with our friends in the community. Our focus is you.
See each of our shows on all social media, including Facebook, Instagram, and at our website at www.communitytvtn.com.
Hey, this is Kevel at the Cafe at Tree City, and I'm happy to say that you can now order all of your favorite espresso drinks online for pickup or curbside delivery. And you can do that by getting on Google, searching the Cafe at Tree City and just clicking online order, or follow our social channels and click on the link in our profile. Come enjoy a drink with us inside for pickup or to go. Hope to see you all soon. Thanks.
Warren First 931 is your one stop for all things local and all the time. Daily podcast you can listen, watch, comment, and help share through Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Audible, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Make sure you join our text club at 81010 at Warren First 931. You will receive upcoming events, weather alerts, school closures, county and city updates. Make sure to subscribe to our weekly newsletter, The Local Voice. It has everything that I talk about on the show, as well as the events we attend throughout the week. Your stories, your opinions, and your events. This is Warren First 931.
Are you ready for your new Ford? Hi, this is Chris at Reddick Brown Ford in Morrison, inviting you to come and visit our dealership with special finance rates on that special Ford truck, Bronco, or SUV that you have been looking for. Plus a great assortment of pre-owned inventory. We are proud to be part of the local community here in Warren County and now offer complimentary pickup and delivery for service. Your Pioneer Sports Ford headquarters, Reddick Brown Ford, Manchester Highway, Morrison. Have you driven a Ford lately?
Welcome back, Warren First 931. I'm your host of the show, Kelly Walker Slaughter.
And I'm a special guest, Duke Rice, this morning.
Currently in downtown McMinnville, we are at 72 degrees. Remember, today's high is 82, tonight's low is 68. And thanks again to Reddick Brown Ford for being our community weather sponsor. Don't forget, actually, this is not bad news, knocked about 5% off. Now, instead of being 85%, it's 80% chance of thunderstorms and showers. Still a high percentage, but it's going down. And it does say that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday looks like a beautiful weekend ahead of us. So let's just keep praying that it stays beautiful, right? I want to say a shout out to Kevin Sheath and the gang at the Tree City Cafe. They are introducing some new latte chai teas and things. So here's a breakdown. They got a London Fog Latte, original chai, a Diva chai, a Raja chai, a Full Moon, and a zero sugar chai. So again, if you're looking for some teas, some coffees, some even at the well at Tree City, they have a lot of interesting, crazy drinks that you got to try. And it is Thursday, meaning that with it being Thursday, it is $2 off drinks and appetizers.
Ooh.
So make sure you check out those special cocktail drinks that are $2 and those little the libations, as he calls them. But again, I appreciate all our sponsors here on Warren First 931. And before I let everybody go, several ways you can stay connected with us. You can be a part of our VIP text club. Just text the keyword local voice to 931. 369-3050. Or no, sorry, that's the new one. That's the old way. Text the keyword local voice to 81010. That is the Remind app. And by texting that Warren 931, you become a part of that. I have to put you in, but I want to make sure everybody's privacy is all safe and sound. Also, if you want to be a part of getting subscribed to the local voice, which this is actually the first time Duke's seen this.
Yes.
So this is my version of what a newspaper should look like.
It's
and
pretty nice.
This is community-worthy news of what's going on, all the happenings. Of course, over the weekend and this week, I wanted to talk about, Father's Day. And so you get to see what I looked like as a baby back in 1985. I was 1 year old while Duke turned.
Yeah, I was 15, 16.
25, you do the math. You do the math.
Maybe. I don't know.
He was older than me. That's all that matters. Old man. And then, of course, the big news was Bonnaroo being canceled because this is the third time in 23 years or 25 years, 25 years that it's been canceled. And then you can just see all the other community stories. We talked about the DAR, which is the Daughters of the American Revolution, because we had Miss last Thursday, a week last. We had Rachel Killebrew in here, which has a phenomenal story. She's one of the first women that we know of that started the NASA program.
Oh, wow.
And so we wanted to have her on for that as well as the DAR. And they're looking for young faces. So if you ever want to get in touch, make sure you reach out to Rachel Killebrew and their organization as they meet each month. And then, of course, one of the biggest mover and shakers in this community, which I have to show, is my girl, Phyllis Prater. The Phyllis Prater Memorial State Cook-Off was over the weekend that I got to help do the MCing and music and stuff. So, again, if you missed that, you can see all the amazing pictures and everybody. And then, unfortunately, last week we were so busy, or I was so busy, and I know Brian was busy with work and Vanessa was. We were not as good on our local government as we would like to have been present. But thanks to people like I forgot. Oh my gosh. No. The city guy. City administrator, Nolan Ming. He emails me all the time in the weekly wrap up of what is going on in our community. So I made sure to post that, and I wanted to make sure to post the upcoming county meeting events and the city meeting events. And most of our city meetings are YouTubed live. You can see that all the time. But I'm telling you, the subcommittees are where it's at, guys, because that is where you can see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I mean that in the nicest way. Yeah, Paige laughs in the background. Also, we gave a shout out with our local government. We wanted to talk about federally stuff that was going on. And thanks to shout out to Brian Carr for writing about the conflict in the Middle East, about what's going on in Iran and Israel right now. And then I always love what Warren Arts and all our arts departments do here in our community. And Mamma Mia was a big hit over the weekend. I have to, it was. Shout out to my girl Dara for doing a phenomenal director job on this. I just feel like Warren Arts, the Park Theater, all of them get better every time with each new production. And then a shout out to our boy Jeff Barnes.
Jeff,
he gave us the stories about how to protect your family with immunizations, with like the health department that they put out, and the May revenues over the $1 billion. And then, as I've stated, and I say this over and over and over again, if you're listening and you have a story out there, I do believe there's a little journalist in everybody. I don't care if you can't do correct English or not. It does not bother me, because I want the local voice to be a community-based newspaper. And with that said, I got emailed. It was called A Love Letter to the Community, and it was by Catherine, thank you, Cassini. I love her dearly. I love her kids, Lowen and Mason. They're on the swim team with us. I helped them. They were in my level 1. But she has a place called The Loving, and she did an article about it, of this great facility. And again, she's just another mover and shaker, an entrepreneur in this community that continues this ever-growing place here in our town. And I wanted to give shout out to Centertown Elementary, introducing their new instructional coach. So, and again, I get a lot of these stories. If I can't find them or get them, I find them on social media. And then I gave a shout out to our expert training boot camp that was being started up it was a metal casting boot camp that's going on between now and June the 20th. And you can go register with that with the Tennessee Tech folks. I think that there's so many opportunities for our kids, our young adults, to get involved. And then a shout out to our boy Justin Matt Campbell. Brian can talk a lot about Justin. Phenomenal kid. He was a young adult here in our town. He wrote a great book review about somebody that you love to death.
Yep.
I know him from Marvel as the what's his role? Hawk. Hawkeye had an accident. A life-threatening one as well.
Yeah, he got run over by the snow thing.
Snowplow.
Snowplow, yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought he was dead at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw a news story about that and heard them calling 911. You hear him in the background, moaning and everything, and are just horrible, horrible what happened to him. But he persevered and got through it, and it was like I said,
life-changing.
It was life-changing for him for sure, and so that's got to be a great book to read all that, because I'm sure there's other stories in there about how he persevered through all that, and then also his movie career with Marvel, and he's been in Mission Impossible movies, and
Academy Award winner Jeremy Renner.
He won
Hurt Locker.
He won it. Oh wow, okay, yeah, Academy Award winner. So. There you go. Yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. He's a great actor, and his
great human being.
His story is inspirational. Sure.
Yeah, and so his book that Justin Matt Campbell did, it's called My Next Breath, and so you can read the quick review about it, as well as don't forget that on Thursday today they are meeting the book club. Let's see. I want to make sure I say this right. The next book club meeting is scheduled at the Magnus Library today at 1:30. They currently have 3 copies, by the way, of this book, if you want to read it yourself, at the library to check out. And they also can order it for you at the Chapters and Dice here in town. And I just think this is great.
Yeah.
How the local voice is ever so growing. Please mention locations where the paper may be picked up. Will do, Miss Becky.
There you go.
So again, it's on there. You can pick it up at Stacy's Wellness Pharmacy, Randall Walker Farms, Champion Chevrolet, also the McMinnville Warren County Chamber of Commerce, Gateway Tire and Service, Cumberland Biscuit, Tops Frozen Yogurt, Prater's Barbecue in Morrison, Reddick Brown Ford, Citizens Tri-County Bank, McMinnville Lawn and Garden. You can also, before I forget, you can pick it up at the Hitch. I forgot to put their name back on here because now that they've moved back over to the one store. Also, McMinnville Drug Center, Supreme Building Products, the Cafe at Tree City, and the Well, Jay's Restaurant, Tammy's Market, Our Coffee, USA Gym, Juicy's, that we're here. Also, Collins River Barbecue and Depot Bottom.
Nice. Look at you.
Ooh, it's so much. But also on the back, you can see there's a QR code on the back of that paper. When you scan it, it's going to go to my tree link, and it's going to connect you to everything I am on social media.
Wow. Look
so
at you.
You scan that, and you click on one that applies.
I love a good QR code.
Thank you. You can't beat a QR code
You can't
anymore.
beat it. Yeah, I love it. I love scanning it on my TV and ordering stuff that my wife doesn't know about. And,
even though you're all on the same cards, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she sees all you do, bro.
Well, it pops up on her phone, the bank thing that do. What'd you just buy? Nothing.
Or is it the cha-ching? And
yeah,
then you got
it's a little little play music.
And it lets you know.
Hey, let's ask Miss Mary what's for lunch. Come over this
oh
way.
yeah, come on over here.
Yes, because she did text us.
Well, first of all, it's so good hearing both y'all's voices together.
Oh, thank you.
It's like the radio all over.
I know, right?
All right, today we're having, guys, the veggie fajita casserole. It has not bell pepper, has red pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper, lots of sauces, fresh cilantro, quinoa, white beans, plant-based cheese, and it's so yummy.
Sounds delicious.
I cannot eat it, and she knows why.
Yeah.
But, Duke, you love spicy food.
I love a good spicy food, yes.
All right, we'll bring you a sample of it. And also, we have Watermelon Wonder again today.
Oh, it's so good.
So good. So it's watermelon, strawberry, lime, beet, and apple. So good, guys. So come see me.
And it says need more avocados. What was that?
That was an oopsie.
Oh, oops, wrong. Oh, my bad. My bad. Now I see it. Oops, wrong person. That is okay, Miss Mary. But Mary and them do a phenomenal job disguising healthy food into real food. I'm telling you, we've had so many great concoctions here, have we not, Brian? We've had egg rolls. We've had stews. We've had,
noodles.
The noodles. Noodles and oodles of food.
The tacos.
The tacos,
Ooh,
yes.
Man.
And
Maybe
like,
come down here more often.
I'm telling you, they've had burgers. They've had, oh my gosh, Mary.
Yesterday, we were told our burgers tasted like In-N-Out burgers.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
So I know it could be a compliment, and it is.
Yeah.
But for our burgers to fool somebody, that's pretty awesome.
I'm telling you. That tofu we had, oh my gosh, what was it? Oh my God. It was, maybe it was the egg roll with the rice balls that I saw.
Yes.
Those were so good. So good. But I also want to say, if you love cornbread and you just want beans and cornbread, I have a feeling that they could probably pull that off for you. Yeah, the soup and the cornbread is delicious. But lastly, I want to say thanks to everybody. You can see in this, we've talked, there's an opinion editorial piece about, now, I know that this is my energy drink of the day. And so my opinion piece I wrote because I'm getting on those, because I don't drink coffee. And people are like, are those really healthy for you? So my piece was about energy drinks. Is it a pick-me-up or a health hazard?
Oh, I see, yeah.
And so, and then last call, I want to say this. If you are a mom of a senior, and the boys missed it, but June 17th through the 20th, which ends this week, the Warren County Boys Formals are going on right now. And June 24th through the 27th is the Warren County Senior Girl Formals. And the makeup day for both of y'all is going to be on June the 28th. Call Shelly and them at Miller Photography at 668-1969. Y'all got an email back early in May. So if you're baby boy or baby girl, forgot to tell you because they're not responsible yet.
Oops.
Yeah. Oopsie. Call Mary and see when you're supposed to go. And then I want to say thanks to everybody that sent me the obits this week, as well as our classifieds is starting to pick up. So make sure you look at that. And then thanks to the gentleman that loved my Old Farmer's Almanac info as well. But again, if you want to stay connected to the community and to keep what's up, this is it right here. You can either get it at any of those locations that we have spoke about. They're $2 because this is a lot more expensive than my newsletters.
Oh yeah,
and so
but still $2 for that. I mean,
cheap.
Come on.
And then the other thing we're doing, and it's $2, Duke, is doorstep deliveries. As of right now, we are ever so growing. We have 25 stops that we do on Mondays and Tuesdays total, and I actually got to do 3 more stops today because I missed yesterday because I had to change some stuff around. But if you want a doorstep delivery, text me at 931-369-3050. Type your name, your phone number, and your address. And I'm going to add you to the list that for drop-offs. And right now, just to figure out how much it really costs me, I'm going to still keep these for now at $2 at the delivery price. And so it's $2 a week, or you can pay for, a month, which would be, I think, whatever the week is, it's either $8 or $10, right? And I'll put you on a list. But we're just trying to figure out how much this is going to cost us in the long run. So it may go up to $3 or $4 if you do doorstep deliveries. But I know that this is a need that the community asked. And so me and my son are trying to do the best that we can. But that's one way of doing it. And if you want the digital free subscription copy of this, which a lot of people are on, text the keyword local voice to 931-369-3050 with your email. And you will be added to the free subscription of the digital copy.
Wow.
So many ways to stay connected in this community.
You want to see something cool?
What?
Look at this.
Aww.
Oh, look at that.
And it even plays, if you go to it, it plays Peaches and Herb reunited.
Oh, I love it. Thanks, Brian. I love it. Thank you. Again, it has been a blessing having Duke in person today. I want to thank everybody that has watched the show. Oh, I always have a squirrel moment here. I want to say this. Yesterday, the reason I did not get to deliver these newsletters is I had to change my schedule around because the media did get invited to, I know that the Main Street Journal posted theirs, but we are going to talk about what happened yesterday. There was a 1:30 meeting with some ISHA, with the women of ISHA, not all the women, but 5 or 6 ladies